Yo, what's poppin', everyone? We are Minds That Matter. I'm your girl, Tati Janae Jones. We also got my girl, Shamoni.
Hey.
And my dog, Nicole.
What's up?
Our objective is just to promote positive dialogue that encourages forward thinking. We strive to inspire and empower individuals and communities through collaborative discussion. We hope you guys enjoy our dope conversations and topics. We hope to give you positive vibes and we hope you guys enjoy tuning in with us.
And if you guys like the content we are bringing, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms at Minds That Matter.
All right. So now for the entire month of February, we're going to try to get into some topics about sex. And make sure you tune in for each episode. This first episode is going to be about adolescent sexual experiences. When you were young, what type of sexual experiences were you introduced to? To discuss this topic, we have some special guests. We want to discuss this topic from a male perspective and also a female perspective. Here with us today, we have three gentlemen who will each introduce themselves and give us a fun fact to get us started. First, we got my husband, Derrick Jones.
Yeah.
Hi, Derrick.
What's going on?
Give us a fun fact about yourself.
All right, bet. So check this out. I am very unorthodox when it comes to math. When I was a kid, I was put into what they call like a 504 class or like a remedial class because whenever they did their math, I just did not understand it the way they did it. I did it myself. So, for example, 35 times 12. The way normal people would do that, you write it down, 35 times 12, do multiplication. What I did was, I was like, okay, what's 35 times 10? 350. And then you got two 35s left over. 35 plus 35 is 70. 350 plus 70 is 420. And I did all that in my head while everybody else is writing it down.
Oh, you with this damn, what they call it now? No, you know what I'm talking about. They're doing it now in schools. It's called...
See, they doing it now in school. See, I was
you always did it the long way.
But it wasn't the long way because I was faster than everybody else. While they were still writing, I had the answer already.
So you shouldn't have been in remedial class. You was smart. You just didn't do the math that they wanted you to do.
The fact that I was different and I was in Louisiana, they wasn't about progressive thinking. So the fact that I was different, they put me in that class. So when it came to like the state tests or whatever, I was still in that remedial class, but I did better than everybody else in like the regular classes. So they thought I cheated. So
and they made you do it again.
They made me do it again. They isolated me, made me do it again. And it turned out I did better than I did the first time. So not only did I prove to them that I didn't
I want to introduce y'all to Derrick Jones. He's been doing Common Core since he was 4.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So Derrick,
that's the fun.
Are you willing to tutor my future children? Because I ain't gonna be able to do it. Facts. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm gonna tell you like this. My way of learning is very hard to get. Something you got to be born with. So if they born with it, yeah, I got you.
You gotta have
they my child. They ain't gonna be born with it. So how?
Y'all know he a salesman, right? Him and numbers just click like.
The only reason I knew what he was talking about is because I literally seen a video about it on Facebook, and they were showing you how kids are supposed to do math today, and I was like, this shit takes too long. I can't. I just can't.
See, if you writing all that down, yeah, it takes too long. But I literally came up with that equation like 2 seconds, and I was like, by the time everybody was still writing, because you got to add the zero. Shit, like I don't even know how to multiply like that, like writing down on paper. But I could do that shit like that in my head.
I need to write shit down. I need to see it. I need to write it down.
You're going to have a movie.
It comes so much quicker.
Okay, so next, I definitely want to introduce Shannon's boyfriend, Mr. Bradley Rawls. Hi, Bradley.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed.
Welcome to Minds That Matter. Do you want to? Yes, God is good, honey. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Let the church say amen. Sir, would you like to share a fun fact with our listeners?
Man, what can I say about it? I mean, what do y'all want to know about me?
Something fun about you that we don't know.
Y'all pretty much know everything about me.
No, something we don't know for sure.
I'm pretty sure we don't know something.
Oh, trust me, y'all know everything.
We don't know.
Our listeners don't know
how you became a Cowboy fan.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Tell us how you
Alright,
became
hold
a
up now.
cowboy.
Hold up now.
Take it there.
Hold on.
Don't do
Now,
that,
Derrick.
Derrick.
We're not
Hey,
gonna do this.
look.
Y'all
Something
won.
started
Y'all,
off.
I watched y'all game, and y'all didn't play nobody. Y'all played the Cardinals. Come on now, that
You
ain't
right.
nobody
You
to
right.
be.
You right. You right. You
Us
right.
Cowboys, we just taking a break. We took a break today.
Everybody at the office took a break. Huh?
You just told me a fun fact about the Cowboys. I want to hear a fun fact about you.
Well, all right. I'm a promoter. I'm a low rider
There you go.
promoter. You know, I travel around states and I host low rider car shows. So that's what I do for fun. I work for the school district as well.
So what's your favorite car?
A Cadillac Fleetwood.
And why?
That's one of. Actually, I take that back. A Nissan mini truck.
Why is a Nissan mini truck your favorite car?
Because that's what my dad picked up my mom in.
Oh, look at that.
See that right there. That's the minimal. That's what that is.
Yeah. So I told myself I'm gonna bring it back. You know, I'm gonna get a Nissan mini truck and I'm gonna bring it back. That's what I'm gonna do.
You gonna pick Shannon up in that Nissan mini truck?
I'm gonna put it on.
He gonna propose in that goddamn trunk. Watch.
Yo, that's cute.
That's dope. That's a really dope. See, that's a fun fact about you. We did not know that.
Well, now y'all know everything.
All right. So lastly, we have our good friend, Mr. Trever Colton. Hey, Trever.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Trevor is also our editor, so we got to shout him out. Yes,
shout out to Trevor
for being the audio engineer.
Yes.
He wasn't ready for me to say that, but I said
we're going to put Trevor on blast for a quick second. All the audio you guys are going to listen to, all the episodes, all the editing is done by Mr. Trever Colton. So shout out Mr. Trever Colton if you guys find out his social media platforms as well.
And if you guys need anybody to edit, give you a beat, all that. Look up Infinite. I'm about to say
Infinite Productions. Shout out to Infinite Productions.
Infinite Productions. I can't talk today. I'm glad my people got my back. But yeah,
Infinite is just one of those words that's like it's hard to. She just kept saying infinite, infinite.
I wanted to say infinity.
Yeah, it's like 100 pronunciation.
So Trevor, introduce yourself and let the people know a fun fact about you.
My name is Trever Colton. I was born in 1992. Just turned 26 not too long ago. Fun fact about me, I went to 3 different junior highs and I went to 4 different high schools.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Y'all might know a little bit about that, but listeners probably wouldn't know that. So
yeah,
that is
moved a whole bunch, like nonstop moving.
How was that for you as a young child?
I mean, it had like its benefits and it had like downsides to it. So like the downsides to it was that like I could never really I would meet people and get super cool with friends and shit, and then I would just move randomly.
Right.
So that's
no warning, just bounce.
Yeah, nothing. My mom's just like, all right, we out. So that's how that.
And you have to just go. You can't interject. You can't have no say. You just gotta get everything and go.
Yeah, that's tough.
But I mean, the good side to that though is that me and my brother, but we both got really good at like meeting people that we were unfamiliar with or like kind of adapting to new environments. You know what I'm saying? So
I could call that in an adulthood networking.
Right.
You know, so now you know a lot of people, and you got to travel.
Both of us, yeah, we know a whole bunch of people.
Exactly.
But it's cool because y'all friendly. Like y'all friendly as hell. I think it is. I mean
that kind of helps though. Yeah.
I don't really even remember how that came about, but I know Denzel introduced Trevor to me. I remember that part, but I don't remember how we like started kicking it.
I don't either. I really don't. I know we all live close.
Yeah.
I don't remember how we first started.
Well, we had the same
we figured out that
we lived. So I knew you in school. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It was just us two in that class. There was nobody else.
No, they didn't have our class. They had a different.
I had Miss Lyson for 6 years.
Yeah, Shannon did too.
I did. I had Lycy too.
And we were next door in Mr. Jordan's class. I told you. I said,
did Denzel have Mr. Elison? Or
Elison.
Who was that? The other teacher.
We have Mr. Jordan, Mrs. Lice.
Who was the Bobcat dude? Was that Mr. Jordan?
Mr. Jordan was Bobcats, and then Mr. Elison was the other teacher.
Elison was the other teacher. Got it. So that's probably who Denzel had.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to the Castle Knights at Bakersfield High School. Bakersfield, California.
We all over the place today.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So yeah, Nicole, I think we wanted us to play a fun game.
Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah, we're just gonna before we get into our guests in their personal business, I guess we should play a little game. We're gonna go ahead and play Fuck, Marry, Kill. Ooh. And let me see. Trevor started off Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Oh,
it could be
shit.
for female or males.
Pick 3 people for us.
All right. Damn, I wasn't prepared. Is anybody else prepared? Because I don't have 3 ready.
Nope, nobody's prepared. That's the thing. You just gotta roll with it.
Nobody is prepared for this.
Well, we talked about Kylie Jenner and the peanut butter jelly sandwiches early, so we start with her.
Okay.
Oh wait, who am I asking? I'm asking the dudes or the girls?
No, everybody, either or. You don't matter.
Well, it can't be everybody.
Everybody.
Because if it's 3 niggas,
I know y'all not gonna answer for the men. I already know that much. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so ask Derrick and Bradley. Pick 3
so I got Kylie Jenner,
Derrick and Bradley
Tiana Taylor.
Ooh.
And Beyonce. We'll do Beyonce. I don't know who else. I don't keep it.
I low-key want to ask you
one.
I mean, you can't feel free.
Kylie Jenner, Tiana Taylor, and Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm on his part. I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah, she on.
Up top.
Hey, look.
But she's a billionaire.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Fuck all that money. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Mary,
you trying to be in the sucky place?
Beyonce.
Oh yeah,
and I'm gonna just fuck on Tiana and get her up out of here.
I think that those are my same answers. I'd probably marry Tiana.
Good, brother. Good.
No, look, the reason why I'll fuck Tiana because I watched that movie she was just in, whatever the fuck, dancing movie.
Oh, the Honey 4 or some shit.
Honey 4, boys say.
It just looked like out of the 3, Tiana know how to fuck the best. Like
he probably do.
Like
honestly,
she do know.
She don't mind threesomes either.
So Iman Shumpert must be a
very
Boy,
you know what I'm saying? So,
but we don't have to get married for that.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, no, I think I might need to marry that one. You married Tiana?
No, I would, but like I said,
I'm marrying Beyonce for the status, though. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Tiana got some status.
The status.
Stocks, status, the stock, dollar signs, investments, all that. It don't matter.
I like how all. Wait, Shannon, what would you kill? Would you kill Kylie at this point?
Yes, I would kill Kylie.
Okay, so Kylie is a 6 for 6.
No, I have to be honest.
Why
y'all go either way for the Kylie like and Beyonce for me? And I'm gonna explain because I know y'all gonna say, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I feel like Kylie probably knows what she's doing because she comes from that family. So I could just fuck her.
As far as what, like business wise, or like
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like that.
I'm marrying Tiana. There's nobody over Tiana.
That girl's a freak.
So I feel like
nasty.
I feel like.
But I feel like if you marry Kylie, you marry the whole Kardashian.
Okay, Kris Jenner might put you on
Mama
for sure.
Jenner for life. Like, do y'all even think about that?
He's amazing.
Kris Jenner is the target. Like,
but for me, I could go either way with Kylie or Beyonce, and I say that because I feel like Beyonce has this wholesome image, and I would just want to turn her out and then just keep her pushing. But I'm going with Tiana. I'm marrying Tiana. So Kylie.
That's the whole beauty about marrying. That's the whole beauty about marrying Beyonce, though, because you can turn her out. She could be like your little freak, like, and then she wholesome in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? At the family get together, she all smiling and shit, and you looking at her with a side eye, like,
under the table, you like stroking your dick.
You know what she's really about.
Exactly. Y'all motherfuckers at Thanksgiving and shit. And y'all
go in the bathroom, hit a quick and shit. Oh yeah.
Exactly, and come back out like ain't shit happened.
I gotta kill Kylie because apparently this bitch ain't had milk in her cereal until this year, and I'm just like, you too grown to have not had milk in your cereal. Like,
Kylie, I tried to help
you.
There's no way.
There's no fucking way that you ain't never had milk in your cereal in your life.
If she out here not having milk in her cereal, I bet you can trail mix. That's
what I'm saying. There's no way. I cannot.
Oh,
all right.
Okay. Nicole, pick a marry, fucking kill.
You want me to pick?
Yes, girl.
All right.
Yeah, we out of this one, fellas. We out of this one.
It is hard. You might be in it. You never know.
Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck
out of here.
Okay. So fuck, marry, kill. All right. Derrick Luke.
Ooh.
Chris Brown.
He's gonna slap shit out of one of y'all.
This one mainly probably for Tasi.
This ain't fair.
And
you could have picked any two niggas. And
I gotta pick. No, this is for you for sure. Okay, so Chris Brown, Derrick Luke, and fuck. Who else should I pick?
Shannon, you going first.
Okay, Evan Ross.
Oh, that's easy. Kill Evan.
Oh, you used to love Evan. No, you was like, he's just so bomb.
No, I don't like him no more. He with Nicole Richie, and he just be like,
he with Ashley Simpson.
I like. Ashley Simpson, sister, whatever. Okay, somebody.
All right, so it's really out of Chris and Derrick Luke then.
Yes, because you know how I feel about Christopher. Wait, I said Shannon was going first.
You did. You already answered. So just keep going. Just answer. Just finish it out.
Okay. So, definitely.
I'm listening.
Just like I was listening about Beyonce.
Look at his face.
Everybody. But I agreed with you. So you gotta agree.
Hey, look, I can't agree with you. That's not the road that I'm going to take.
It's not the same.
I have been a Christopher Maurice fan since he first came out. Since I was 12, he was 15. Okay. I'm about to marry this man.
Okay.
I believe.
So you just gonna hump Derrick Luke.
Derrick Luke is the person he's supposed to marry because he's a nice guy and all that, but he don't even like black girls. He's married to a Hispanic woman. So why would I marry him if I'm not even his type? Okay.
Wait.
I'm about to marry Christopher Maurice.
So let me.
Yes, he's married to a Hispanic woman.
She would. So Chris Brown out here dating hella black women too, or no?
I mean, he fucks with them.
He fucking with them, slapping them.
No, he don't.
Name it.
No, look, the blackest female that Chris Brown has dated is Karuchi.
I thought this question was for the females.
Right.
She half Asian.
That's fine. Look, I'm blinded by my loyalty, Team Breezy. Okay,
all right.
Look.
All I got to say is we'll come visit you in the hospital after he put his hands on you.
Let me ride.
Shit. She might be turned on by that nigga putting his hands on her.
Look you back to sleep, girl.
All right, Bradley, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Go ahead and ask your question. Fuck, marry, kill.
But you missed Shannon.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought she answered. I'm sorry, Shannon.
It's good. Go ahead, Bradley. Fuck, marry, kill.
No, Shannon. You gonna answer
Shannon, we need to know.
You gonna answer this?
Ooh, you gonna answer this, Shannon?
The force, Jesus. I'm gonna go with Derrick. I'll fuck Chris, and I'm gonna kill Evan. He just too.
Yeah, Evan was not a good one.
I was trying to think of somebody. I couldn't remember nobody else you liked, and I was really trying to.
But you didn't target me. You're supposed to pick regular.
I know, but like after I said Derrick and Chris, I was just like, boom. All I thought about was you. I had to keep going.
Like the game, that would have been hard.
That would have been hard. But I.
Oh, Nicole, I got one.
I know you ready for me. Don't do. I'm not ready. I know. Because I was already thinking about that. Like, God, somebody gonna put the game in this, and I'm gonna die.
Hold on. Before you let Bradley go, I want to ask you.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, my heart is hurting. My heart is hurting.
Okay, so we got the game. Idris, I'm gonna say fucking Will Smith.
Not Will Smith. No. No. Oh my God.
That's wholesome, gentlemen. Yeah, that's
wholesome. Gotta have somebody wholesome in there. All right.
Yeah, Will.
He's the perfect image of a husband. Leave him alone.
You know,
oh my God.
Dang, this is fine. I want to ask y'all questions over. I don't like my people that I gave Tasi. But anyway, this is, I don't know, man, because Will is
he's
funny
a good
as
guy.
Fuck, man. Like, I might marry that nigga for the humor alone, you know. But
hey, so that means you either killing Idris.
See, that's the thing. I will not ever.
She fucking game and she killing Idris. That sucks.
No, I'm not. First of all, can you let me? I'm about to tell y'all. Shit.
She upset.
I'm marrying Idris. I'm fucking game.
I knew it. That was the beginning.
Do it. Like, ain't no way I cannot. Yeah, have y'all seen Fine Nigga Fridays? Like, I cannot not get away with fucking the game. Like, ever.
Coming 10 times.
Like,
and to answer the question, I'm following Nicole's order, to be honest. I think Idris is bomb. Like,
Idris is fire. And then he could talk to me in that fucking British accent. Oh my God. Just That's already like orgasmic in itself, you know?
Here's the thing. You married that nigga 10 years later. That shit not gonna be as sexy
Yeah,
as
it's
it was.
not. You gonna get tired of it.
No, I'd be like, God damn, you say I'm stupid as fuck. Nigga, I'm just
Right.
If you don't get your goddamn foreign accent the fuck out of
He
here,
can turn it
Yo,
on
just
and
start
off.
roasting that nigga.
Like, I'll be
He can't turn it on.
turn
And
you
off.
on and off, huh?
He probably don't. He on, probably not off. On, and I'm just stay on. Just energize the bunny. Just
Energizer bunny. Keep the batteries
He
running.
was getting away from the fight. Bradley,
Right,
fuck, Mary,
right.
kill.
But yeah, go ahead, Bradley.
All right, you got Taraji P,
Ooh.
Cardi B,
Oh fuck.
Oprah.
Damn. Damn. That's a good one because you either marrying or killing Oprah. Everybody fucking Cardi, and then Taraji.
No. Hell no.
Oprah
Wait,
might
wait,
pop
I already got my order. I already got my order.
might
You
show y'all
kill
something.
Cardi, fucking Taraji, and marry
I'm
Oprah.
killing. I'm killing Cardi.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm fucking Taraji, and I'm gonna be rich with Oprah.
I'm gonna be rich.
Here's-
It's because Cardi's voice is annoying, huh? Y'all don't want to hear that shit, huh?
Hella dope.
Man,
Y'all
she-
tripping.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to.
But I mean,
no,
with your
I
She
can't
sound
listen to
illiterate
that.
significant other, you're a
sometimes.
different person. Like I feel like Cardi's just the chillest, funnest chick. Like
No, but her
I don't
voice
think
still
so.
annoying.
I think
Her
she's
voice
perfect.
is annoying.
That's the way
She annoying. Hell,
I fuck
no.
with Cardi, but I'm just saying I think.
Okay,
her
my
voice for
bad.
sure.
It was for the
I
fellas,
feel like-
anyways.
got
I just
to
wanted to
ask
stick.
Trevor, go ahead, because Trevor looked like he's stressed.
I'm really stressed.
Trevor.
We have Taraj, we have Oprah, and we got
Right.
Cardi.
and Cardi. Damn, I gotta marry Oprah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the money. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we gonna get that money. Shit.
He's not gonna lie to you.
Oh my god.
Shit, let's be clear.
And I gotta kill Cardi too. I'm sorry. I gotta
Oh
kill
my
her.
Hell
God.
yeah.
Okay.
Derrick,
Derrick
Go ahead,
fucking
Derrick.
Cardi. I
Me and
know.
Taraj.
Come on, bro.
He thinking.
I'm taping for the team. I'm gonna have to let Oprah ass go.
No. What?
Oprah, bro, that's
What?
like, come
No.
Well, y'all, damn shit.
Nah, we can't because this don't make no goddamn
Okay,
sense.
Oprah was like a for sure thing. I thought it was between Taraji and Cardi, babe. You either a billionaire or you ain't.
on.
Like,
I'm not greedy. I'll take some millions from Cardi or Taraji. I'm not greedy. I don't need Oprah. Plus, that means I gotta fuck Oprah every night. She's not sexually attractive.
Yeah, me neither. I ain't-
Just bend her over.
No,
man.
Hey, she probably got ass though. I ain't gonna lie.
bro.
She probably do got ass under all that shit she be wearing. Okay, like niggas fuck unattractive bitches every day, B. Like, come on.
he's so stressed out. Look at what happened to Bradley.
Right?
Where did he go?
So that's those
Okay, so you
choices,
just
huh?
you can't consciously bend Oprah from the back and hit that for the rest of your life.
Okay, no, y'all let him say his choices. Go ahead, Derrick. Go ahead.
Fuck Taraji.
You
gonna
wow.
marry Cardi?
Wow.
I'm gonna marry Cardi.
Wow.
The
I am
only reason is
shocked.
because I am attracted to how the way she handles her daughter. I like that. You know, as far as a wife and a mom, that's attractive to me. Oprah ain't got no kids, so I don't know how she is about kids. She'll probably pay somebody.
Oh, it's not about the money. Bradley looks so confused with life right now.
Shit, we all confused. Oprah know how to manage a fucking $1 billion enterprise. I know that much.
You
Shit.
damn Skippy. You get a car. You get a car.
All that.
What?
Aw, so you love Cardi just the way she is too.
I respect that though. I respect the comment about.
I respect what he said. I respect what he
Yeah,
said.
no. I understand. I got you.
It's not about the money, guys.
You know, because you have
Okay, look, that was a good segment into the
That was-
questions that we have for y'all. So, is y'all ready? Or is y'all ready?
Yeah, let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's talk about this adolescent sexual experiences.
So I'm gonna give y'all a brief background of what we're gonna do here, because this is the first of many episodes within this series. So we're just gonna break it down a little bit. So first, we're just gonna go with your sexual experiences like as a youth. So that's what the title means. Basically, how did you learn about sex? What did you first experience? All those good things. So let's start it off like this. Who was y'all first celebrity crush? Go ahead, Derrick, let us know.
Celebrity crush.
Your very first one, like as a kid, 6 years old, watching TV.
If they ain't ready, I'm ready. I can go.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I might. You might have to go, Nicole, because I don't know. I don't know who I want to fuck.
Okay, so we're gonna go Nicole and Bradley.
I'm gonna let y'all niggas know. Allen motherfucking Iverson, bruh. Like that.
Oh yes, Allen Iverson. Yeah.
Ooh, let me tell y'all today, if I ever see Allen Iverson, I might actually.
You gonna risk it all?
I'll risk it all. All of it.
Do he still got his braids or he got a fade?
He still got braids. And they ain't grown up. They still at his neck, but I don't give a damn. Like, just no.
You got the roasting.
Iverson, bro, that would be my nigga. Like,
oh my gosh, why was it Allen Iverson? Like, why was he the one at a young age? Like, we didn't know what we knew now. Like, at the time, what did you think as a young child?
So, as a young kid, number one, he's attractive AF. Like. AF. So like I wasn't stupid, you know, I knew he looked good as a child, you know, but he had like a bunch of tattoos, he was like breaking stereotypes, he was like a low-key ghetto, like he was getting his hair braided at the game. He had like a little bit of like a rebellious streak to him, you know, and it was just like, and he was talented AF and like, you know,
and he crossed Jordan.
You know, and so I think that like when people are kind of sometimes like people are attracted to like talent or popularity, and like I saw all the good shit people would talk about him, you know, and it was just like, ooh, like it just made him more and more attractive to me because he was just like great.
He was aspects. Like, he's the one.
Exactly, he's the one for sure.
All right, Bradley, who were you attracted to at a young age?
Motherfucking Trina.
Oh,
Trina.
Trina was bomb.
What's that lyric? I got an ass that's fat like the sun.
Boy, my mama would not let me listen to none of them music. I had to sneak and watch it. Like, she was.
Dang.
I used to sit there and just think, like, damn, how is she in the bedroom? When I was a young ass nigga thinking shit like that, like, how was she mad? Because she was, boy, wow.
Yeah, she say some nasty shit.
Trina's dope.
She was bomb though.
Nicole's favorite songs was Home Sex. Come on now.
Oh yeah, take my hand.
Yo, this ain't about me right now. Go ahead, next. Shannon, who was your young crush?
My young crush. See, look, I'm forgetting. You know what the first one that comes to mind? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I could just be having a block right now, and I know y'all know. But the first person that I can think of is T.I.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can see that.
The first person I can think of is T.I., and I was just like, he's just so bomb with a little short. I don't know why I liked that little short thing.
I don't know.
And the hat tilted.
I'm still a fan, don't get me wrong.
That button-up shirt he used to wear all the time, button-ups.
Girl.
And that shorty talk.
Yeah.
It has that accent.
That accent, yeah, that shit can mesmerize you.
She liked his swag, his accent, his intellect, because he always using big ass words we can't spell.
No, it's not big. I don't think it's big words that we can't spell. He just put a lot of big words in a sentence in the same order.
And yeah, like he'll be talking about some basic shit and be really on a fucking proficient PhD level with it, and really be like basic. You know, he just,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, I just want y'all niggas to know he ain't no fool.
We understand, nigga, but when you're talking about a glass of water, talking about the Fahrenheit inside of this glass here that we have sitting on this intricate table that was built by this.
No, he didn't go to that.
In this table.
It has quenched my thirst with the
like, bro, just say the water.
H2O is like
just say the water was good, my nigga, we get it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so we're gonna move on because y'all know.
All right, go ahead, Trevor.
Like this.
She said, "Y'all know about to drag my nigga." Okay.
Facts.
Damn, the very first person I can really remember having a crush on, I think it was Aaliyah. No lie.
Aaliyah.
Oh, Aaliyah.
And the thing is, I was so young though. It wasn't even like a sexual thing. It was just like, damn, I want
that. She's super pretty. Huh?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
I wish she could be my girlfriend.
It was Romeo Must Die that did it for me though. I don't know if y'all seen that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's what it was.
It's a good movie.
She was so bomb, man.
Derrick, go ahead.
I can't remember. I can't remember nobody back that far, but I'm disgusted by this choice now because I've grown.
Okay.
And she,
Who is it?
Like, I got some sense now.
It's Nicki Minaj. She was the first like real celebrity crush that I had.
Everybody.
It was Nicki. It was Nicki.
Movie?
Like I can't remember far back. Like I said, but when she first came out, I was like, first of all, I like straight hair, and she came out with straight hair all the time. I'm from the South. I'm an ass man. I like ass.
Bitch looking like the rainbow.
Wearing leopard onesies and
Shit was
blue
straight.
fucking hair.
Shit was straight. All right. Look. Why y'all getting mad at me now? Look, y'all get mad. I said I'm upset at this decision now because I am grown as a man.
True.
Okay. But it was real though when you really liked her. Like, you remember?
It was when I,
she like, you
nigga,
remember?
like, oh no, like.
I'm not about to judge him because mine was worse.
Oh shit! Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Y'all know everyone who knows Tassie Janae Jones knows Christopher Maurice Brown was her.
She was obsessed.
I can tell you the first time I saw Chris Brown.
Yo, I remember the first time I saw that.
My sister had a nice little apartment off of North Half Moon in Bakersfield, California. And I was in MySpace that just came out. So I was like doing my little profile. Mm-hmm. We didn't know this was coding back then, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
And we were doing our little profiles, and then 106 and Park came on, and you know they'd be like, whoa, world premiere.
Right.
Premiere.
Yeah, they
the first time we saw Run It.
So Run It came on, right? And Chris Brown, let me talk to him. I was like, oh my gosh, who is this guy? I was like,
I need that.
He's so damn bomb. And he had the little chocolate
Chris, I know how to run it.
Like the chocolate girl was his main lead. I was like, I could be this bitch, bro.
I say that all the time, though. All the time. She's like, I could dress like that.
Oh my gosh, bro. And then I was today years old when I realized Erica Mena was the main chick in the Yo video.
Yes.
Right. So shout out to Erica.
Sidebar, she was also in Bow Wow's videos too, Out of My System and some
right. Yes, I know.
Shit.
Bro. And I remember, and I know somebody can find the audio. Chris Brown, when he did the Yo behind the scenes with BET, he said Erica's breath was on crank mode.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
So happy because I was like, yeah, that bitch breath.
Yo, this is wild.
Like, I'm Team Breezy. Like, ridiculous. It was devastating what happened with him and Riri, and it was like,
yeah.
So devastating.
What happened to him. It was devastating what happened to Riri.
Time has passed.
But I was devastating to him.
It happened to Riri. I'm not defending his actions. He was wrong for what he did. And I'm thankful and glad that Rihanna is okay. That time has passed. They both have been able to move on.
They both was probably out of line.
He got to suffer the consequences for his actions, but we also got to hear his side of the story.
True.
And
he gonna be suffering until the day he died. People ain't gonna let that go.
Judge this man, and I got shit in my own closet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no.
At
the end of the day, my celebrity crush since I was yay high was Christopher Maurice, and there is just
still celebrities. It ain't went nowhere.
Like, I can't. Like, everyone, like, who can dance, sing, and do everything that he do in this decade? Like the king of R&B situation.
We're not gonna get into that.
Right. I will keep going. So
yeah, that's another episode we can talk about.
Christopher is the winner.
Okay, so how
R. Kelly is the winner. All right, so
for real though. How did y'all learn about sex? How did y'all learn about sex? Where did you learn from it? Was it a movie? Was it music? Was it your brother? Was it your cousin? How did y'all learn about sex? Nicole?
For me, I'm going to go first since I'm already going. Shannon, you were the first person that told me that the man actually sticks the penis inside the vagina because we were watching Loving Basketball, and you were like, you know, the sex scene, obviously, when she loses her virginity, it hurts because he's sticking the penis inside her. And I was just like, what? I was like, nah. Like, you were like, yeah. You were like, that's why it hurts. And, you know, and I was just like, oh my God. Like, I didn't know that. You know, I just thought like people just dry humping, like, you know.
And
I didn't think like we was at my mama's house. We was in her room, but like she wasn't in the room. No, we was just watching Love and Basketball. This is when I stayed on Phoenix Springs.
I remember that.
This was a minute ago, and we was still going to fucking like Castle. I think at this time, we had to been like 6th, 7th grade, maybe max 7th grade. Probably younger than that, honestly. I think like 5th, 6th grade. And you told me that, like, because I didn't get it. I was like, why does she making that face? And you were just like, oh, because of this. It's like, wow. Like, I just thought that they, were just like rubbing against each other. Like, I didn't know it. Like, I didn't know
that. Damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Shannon was my introduction into like what sex really was. I thought it was just rubbing together, and apparently it's not. So, thank you, Shannon. I really appreciate you for putting me up on game. Yeah.
And you want to know what's funny? I was just about to say, like, I literally do not remember what my first introduction to sex was. Like, I don't know if it was like, because you know how like when kids, I would play with a lot of kids because it was a lot of kids on my block. So I don't know if they was just like, I found out when they was doing humping in the dark, or if it was on a
forgot about that.
I really don't remember. Get it. It's out of those two specifically because that's the earliest I can go back and think.
Wow.
Which is crazy. So other kids taught me about sex. Go ahead, Trev. How you learn about sex?
Damn, I'm kind of like the same as you. I really don't remember when it, like, my very first experience. Like, I really don't. But I do remember, though, some apartments, like, on White Lane. This is, like, first grade. And I remember there's this girl that I used to talk to, whatever. And then there was this older girl who was, like, she's an older girl in the apartments, but she used to fuck with me. And she was like, yeah, we should all play hide and go get it. And I was just like, I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know what the fuck it was. What's that? She was probably like in sixth grade or something. No, not sixth. She was probably like in fourth or fifth grade or something. But it felt like she was like 21 because I was in first grade or second grade.
Right. She was preying on you.
She was just a little predator.
You had a little puberty going on.
Predator, correct.
Exactly.
So I think that was like really the first time I can think of right now. But I feel like just being young, I always just knew what sex was. Like, I always knew about it being young. So I don't remember like something specific that kind of.
Right.
Okay, Bradley, you've been waiting.
Man,
Brad, how did you first learn about sex?
Oh shit!
You gotta do the drum roll. Go ahead.
Boy, all I got to say is, I hope my mama do not kick my ass.
She gonna understand.
We ain't gonna let her hear this episode.
She gonna skip this one. Tell her to tune in at episode 7 or something. We be all right.
All right.
Right.
When I was young,
Lord,
I had this babysitter.
Oh shit!
She was in 8th grade.
Oh,
I was in like kindergarten, first grade. I was a young nigga.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm finna go outside, play with my partners, you know. She said, you finish your homework. I said, yeah. Lie like a motherfucker. Just go outside. I go outside, you know. She come back 30 minutes. You lied to me. You didn't do your homework. I said, how you know? I checked your work. She said, well, come back in and do your work. And you come back outside. I said, by the time I get done, it's gonna be dark. She said, well, I'll make a deal with you. Come in the house.
Oh shit.
I walk in the house. And she was just like, she like just said, has anybody ever touched you right there? So she touched my private parts. And I was like, no.
Like, why?
So she said, well, hold on, come in the room real quick. So she came in the room, she dropped my pants and she got on her knees and she was topping me up. And I was just like, I said, damn, like this shit feel good. So she just kept doing it and doing it. So I went back to school that next day and I told people like, hey, I really went back to school.
He like 6 or 7 though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Disrespectful as fuck.
I went back in school and I told everybody, I said, have y'all ever had somebody like put their mouth on y'all pee-pee? That's what I used to call it. And they used to look at me and be like, they used to be like, nah, what it feel like? They was like, nah, what it feel like? I said, it feel hella good. Like I can't wait to go back home. Like I used to get excited. I used to get excited as fuck. Cause like I used to be like, look at I didn't do my homework. And I used to give her like a look like I used to give her like a look like, hey, like
so she was stopping you all the time.
Yes, all the time she was topping me up. I know what you know when you a little kid, you don't develop nothing. So I'm just rock hard like a motherfucker. I'm just like, what the fuck? So one day one time she was like, have you ever sucked on titties? And I was just like, no. She popped her titty in my mouth and it had like the nastiest aftertaste. And I was like, ugh, I hate titties. Like I said, I never wanted to suck titties again. I was like, I hate titties. Like I said, I never.
You were like fucking 6 or 7. Like, what you? How? Like, of course you ain't never sucked on no titties. Like,
it's a middle list.
I cannot. Like, I just said, ugh, fuck titties. Like, when I get older, I still ain't gonna like titties. I got older, got in middle school, and I started seeing titties. I said, damn, she got some big ass titties. So I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and give it one more shot.
Like titties.
I said, let me give it one more shot. Let me suck on some titties. I sucked on some titties, and I liked it. And then ever since, like, still, like, I'll be like, damn.
To this
People,
day,
they be like, to this day, people be like, why you such a damn freak? I said, shit, shout out to my babysitter. She put it on.
Oh, I hope she ain't babysitting nobody else's kids right now.
She's a molester.
She didn't molest me. I liked it. Okay?
No, it don't matter if you like it or not.
You can't
Molest
Hey,
nah, you cannot consent. I don't care.
Right.
I liked it, so hey, shit. It is.
I just want y'all listeners to know that is not okay. We do not condone.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, you know, hey, I'm not saying let y'all babysitter. Hey, and for y'all niggas out there who got babysitters, hey, please watch your kids by yourself.
Please.
Don't end up like me.
I'm gonna have to hurt somebody. Like I come home and my son talking about he sucking titties. Like,
Hey, you
want
to know what's crazy? I knew the story, of course, because we've talked about it, but I didn't know like it was because she wouldn't let you go outside. Like,
I'm
he wants to go outside bad, boy.
Right.
I'm like, she pretty much Antoine Fisher, my ass. That's what she did.
Yo, that ass. That is an Antoine Fisher situation.
She Antoine Fisher, but he ran out the room. I stayed in there. I ain't
This
running.
nigga was like, I'm trying to see what this be like. Like,
Bro,
That
shit funny as fuck.
okay, that's.
Hey, I got some questions for y'all. If y'all want to answer them.
Tassie got some questions. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Have you ever been in the same room or setting as someone you slept with that's in a relationship?
All the motherfucking time.
Wait, no, time out. I need her to rephrase. So are you saying like enter the room and if somebody you used to be with is in the room, or
have you ever been in the same room or setting as someone you slept with that is currently in a relationship?
What's this?
Yeah, no, not all the time, but it has happened multiple times on multiple different occasions. It's regular, you know. I mean, you know me deep down inside, you know how I be acting. You know, I be like, oh wow, like, this is crazy. But like on the other end, like they don't know, but like me and that person know what's up, but we just be chill as fuck, or you know,
like nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
No
just regular. Mm-hmm.
No,
anybody else?
No.
No, I never have.
Tassie, do you remember? Not to kind of like put myself out there, but just because you mentioned this, you had a party at your house one time, and it was like 3 niggas there that I was talking to currently. Like,
oh my gosh, I remember.
Yo, I was like, and like nobody knew, but like it was still just kind of like, I hope one of these niggas go home. Like, somebody gotta go.
It's too many up in this room.
Niggas up in here, like, I can't entertain all y'all now. Shit.
Okay. Now, I don't think this applies to everybody, but you guys can give an opinion on this question.
Okay.
Why do men or women cheat, get caught, then tell you they only want to be with you?
Say it again.
Why do men or women cheat, get caught, and then tell you
I'm
they
gonna
want
tell
to be
you this
only
right
with
now.
you?
Women do not think that way. I feel like once a woman cheats, she is gone.
Fact.
Oh,
yes, I feel like that because only reason is because when a man cheats, and I'm not justifying it at all. When a man cheats, it's literally just off of attraction, trying to get a nut. That's it. 9 times out of 10, that's normally what it is. When a female cheats, her mind, her body, her soul, her spirit, everything is gone because at this point, she's not only attracted to this nigga, she is mentally attracted to him. She's very like, I don't know. It's just like he has something that you don't have, pretty much. And they done because, well, like I said, so I feel like a woman when she cheat, there ain't no, oh baby, I want to be with you. Nah. That's more for the men. Men feel like that.
True.
When women get cheated on, they look to get revenge.
Like I feel like when a woman cheats,
like prime example. Yeah, prime example. Like say us niggas, we gon'. I don't know why we ask stupid ass questions like this. You cheated, right?
Yeah.
And then look, this is dumb. You cheated, right? Yep. we gonna be mad for a little bit, but this the one thing. Why do us stupid niggas gotta ask? Did you suck his dick?
Yo,
that's what it is.
Right there, we gon'
That's what it is.
We gon' flip the fuck out.
I feel like when that
we gonna flip the fuck out.
9 times out of 10, when niggas getting head, I know me. I like you to look at me, like look up at me while you doing the shit. So for you to visualize,
it's intimate
for you to visualize your woman like looking into another nigga's eyes while got his manhood all in her mouth, nigga, like. That shit is fucking. Oh man,
it hurt a little bit.
That's to the soul.
Look at him holding
the chest get a little tight.
Nigga, throat get tight. Nigga, eyes get watery.
Can't even imagine.
You know what I'm saying? Like
shit just starts swelling up.
Like, so you hold up. So you.
Wow, so you really gonna suck that nigga dick, huh? All right.
Feelings.
Cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So
We were
the
like,
basis of this argument is treat others how you want to be treated, right?
I mean, that's
all right. So let me ask though.
All right.
So do y'all as women, do y'all agree with what they said, like their perspective of women? I agree with what they said, but as actual women, do y'all think it's true what they said
about women cheating, like emotionally?
About the fact that as a woman, once you cheat, it's kind of over because they're cheating on a way more emotional level. It's just being purely physical.
I don't know. Some women aren't the same though. You can't justify that for every single woman. Some women are like just trying to fuck, but they know the man that they with is the person they want to be with for the rest of their life.
That's a very slim chance though of that happening.
But most women, yes, in order for them to cheat, like that shit has had to happen. It's levels to their emotions.
When a woman cheat, it's worse when a woman cheat than when a man cheat. When a man cheat, it's like I don't give a fuck about that bitch no more. You know, I know it's not fair
though. No, but to be real, look, I'm gonna put myself out there just because.
What you said, when a man cheats, he don't give a fuck.
No,
about
what I mean is when a man cheats, he's able. He
don't give a fuck about the person he's cheating with.
Female, you know what I'm saying, and not worried about it.
Oh, so the side bitch you don't give a fuck about.
But when women cheat, it's not just like they can cheat and just leave.
Like a whole,
they're emotionally.
They're we care about both y'all niggas.
No. Look.
Shannon, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna put myself out there. I have cheated before, and the reason I did it was because I was mentally stressed out. And so what happened was a person came along. And they basically just kind of gave me like a different type of conversation for me to get my head away. Never have sex with the person, never kissed the person while I was in the other relationship, anything. But I did mentally cheat on the person that I was with.
Okay,
and that's what I'm talking about.
Now, mentally and physically.
No,
you like mentally was focused on something else.
In something, but mentally, I had already let go of that situation. I was ready to go.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Honestly,
okay, that's a different type of cheating.
Yeah, I would say that they're correct. Like once you let go mentally, it don't really like matter no more. Like you just going through shit physically just to be doing it, you know. Right. But if your mind and your emotions and feelings and shit is not still attached to that situation, then it's kind of done. It's over. Like I remember, like I was talking to somebody and like I wasn't happy no more. I voiced that. Then we was like, okay, we're gonna try to work it out. We're gonna, keep going. And then somebody else kind of like came back into my life or whatever, and I was like excited about it. It was fresh again, and it was somebody that like I felt like a connection to, right? But I knew, I was like, dang, like I ain't even let this other situation go yet. But at the same time, I didn't want to like let the new situation go either. But like once I started like engaging more and more with that new situation, like it was just kind of like the old shit was just dirt. Like I didn't give a fuck, it was just like damn. But like only on occasion I would feel bad, and then like I would just, I'm like, okay, I for sure got to end this. But ultimately, like for me personally, if I'm going to cheat on somebody, it's probably because there's something that I'm not getting within my own relationship and I'm seeking it, or I don't know.
You're looking for that.
Yeah, or somebody's already provided it to me and I'm not necessarily looking, but it's just becoming easier and easier to start accepting it,
And you're like,
I'm like, oh, damn, like, hey, that's more attention than I'm getting. Let me go ahead and see what this nigga talking about, but yeah. I mean, it had to be some deep shit like that, but the old me though, like me now, like I'm more mature. I can actually like handle situations. But then like back then I probably wouldn't have cared at all. Like I just would just move right on. Like, okay, well, this nigga talking to me now, you not talking to me, so I'm gonna fuck with him, like, yeah. But yeah, like it wouldn't I don't know. So moral of the story is I think that's correct. Like once a woman cheats, she kind of done, unless it's only for like revenge to make you hurt or whatever. But like if she's like really looking for something and she cheat, then it's done. Like even if y'all try to work it out, it's not gonna be the same. It's like y'all gonna patch shit up, but it's gonna be like holes in the foundation. It ain't gonna work.
Okay. Can each of you name 4 words every man or woman wants to hear? Like, I'll give you some.
We all was like,
everybody.
I'm trying to think like, oh
what?
shit.
My bad. I didn't realize I was talking about.
Everybody looked at me crazy. So, like, for example, hold on.
You mean like a phrase?
I paid
like
bills.
a phrase.
Like, I paid them bills. My phone is unlocked. I'll clean the house. I got you, baby. I hit the Powerball. That hair looks real. Let's go get breakfast.
yo,
Here's my credit card. I have life insurance.
I'm not about to play with you at all.
Go take a nap. I got the kids. Different things like that. Like, you see how it's 4 letters, but you like some people, and they, depending on their situation, they want to hear that shit. So name 4 things, like 4 words, like you want to hear your partner whisper in your ear.
That pussy bomb as fuck.
Ooh, that's too many words, Nicole.
AF, okay.
AF.
AF.
Good job, babe.
Jordan, say AF. Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh, Trevor, you got 4?
Yeah. I got fuck. It's so big.
Ooh.
Fuck, it's so
Is that 4?
big.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
an amazing.
That's a good.
Damn, that ass fat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
Let me see. I brought you food.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
that's
good
a
one.
great one.
That is a really good
We
one.
love food. Women
I got
love food.
one. Hey, I got one. I got the promotion.
Hey.
I got the promotion.
Go ahead, Derrick.
We all paid up in here.
That's
Okay.
a good one.
Someone said, when my husband says lay down, open up.
Lay down.
Fuck.
Damn.
God damn.
I'm rolling.
Listen, this beat is fire. That's one that I
Man,
love.
he like, that's what I needed.
This beat is fine.
I'm rolling. Bills
that's
are all.
a
That
personal
is
one.
personal. He felt that on a personal level.
That's very personal. Yeah, he showed that beat is fire. Nigga,
Shit, what? Okay, I worked all night on that shit.
But you try? Are you trying to buy?
You're right.
Man. Okay. You need that?
Name the worst ringtone to go off in church.
Big booty hoes, fuck with that.
That's what I thought of too. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit. Any ringtone that I had fucking back in the day, any fucking ringtone, any Pretty Ricky ringtone I had, like,
I was about to say Pretty Ricky,
Don't
get
stop
you wet.
get you
I would say
wet.
get you
Yo,
wet.
I had that.
Gotta be the
That
worst
I'm
one.
like,
wild.
back that ass up.
Often.
Easy.
2000s.
Often by the weekend.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't fuck with you.
Man. Hell is
That's a
shit.
good one.
My neck, my back, lick my.
I forgot about that song, yo. Forgot about it.
I'm rolling. I was.
Has that ever happened to you?
Getting.
In church, no.
In church, like a ringtone go off.
Boy, look, man, nah, man. I knew Jesus. I knew. I didn't want that to happen.
You
That's
damn
how
near
I
didn't
knew.
bring your phone in the church, huh? You left your
Phone off.
But
Yeah.
as soon as I
off.
got out
Left
the
the shit
car,
in the car,
silence
bro.
that
Like,
mud. I'm telling everybody, look, I'm gonna be in church. Don't call me. Don't text me.
Right.
None of
Don't
that.
send me no videos.
Nothing.
None of
Somebody said
that.
booty.
I can't. Okay, so kind of like going back to the whole premise of the episode, you know, talking about how like sex influenced you or your behaviors as a kid or, you know, I guess adolescent. So this could be anywhere from elementary to, you know, high school years, depending on y'all preference.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you found out that like people around you were really having sex? Like your close friends or like people that you knew at school? Like, were you kind of shocked? Like, you know, like how was it for you to find out that you knew people personally that were actually like fucking like in real life,
quote unquote, having sex?
I feel like for
Junior
me,
high.
it had to be like 16.
Yeah, junior high.
Yeah, I would say
Mine was
junior
like-
high too.
Wait, what'd you say, Shannon? You said when?
Mine had to be like 16. Like my close
16.
people. I found out like by them telling stories was like 16. I feel like I was low key like kind of naive when we got in high school, and I was just like, oh, they ain't humping. But then like certain people at school we knew was humping because like somebody popped up pregnant and junior.
Yo, when I started seeing pregnant people at school for the first time, like in 9th grade, I was like, yo, this is a fucking joke. Like,
Yeah, I'm about to tell you, it had to be junior high. Because like freshman year, we knew a few girls that was pregnant.
Yeah,
And I was
I'm
like,
saying
8th
people
grade.
close to me that I like talk to continuously.
Okay.
oh, gotcha.
It was like in high school when you see those couples that are super hugged
All
up
the
and making out
time.
like all day, you like, yeah, they probably for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Fucking.
Yeah, in high school, it was to a point where anybody that was holding hands, I was like,
no, for real.
Yeah, right.
Dead ass. I was for sure saying,
anybody that's holding hands, nigga, like, yo, like, how you
man, like 8th grade, I remember like multiple females and guys being hugged, and like just even talking to like people in 8th grade, or you know. And they would be telling me like, yo, like this weekend I did this, or like I remember like one girl asked me like how far I had ever like been with a dude, and I'm like, if a nigga brushed my shoulder, I'm passed out. What you mean like how far have I been with a dude? And she was talking about like, oh, she like been to this stage with a guy before, and I was just like, in 8th grade, I was just like, what? No, you let him touch you like that? I couldn't believe it, you know? Even if I did like somebody in like 7th or 8th grade, or want to quote unquote like go out with them, ultimately it would just be, I just want you to know that I like you and you like me, because we're gonna talk on the phone, you're never gonna touch me, I ain't touching you. Like, yeah. That type of shit. But it's just like, it was weird. Like I knew girls who was like humping in 8th grade, and then by the time like 9th grade, they was far on, and I was just like, wow, where your mama be at? Like, right. Like,
where's your parents?
Like, it's just crazy. But I don't know, it just seemed like the thing that everybody was kind of like doing or starting to do or talk about, and I kind of didn't feel left out because my immediate circle wasn't on that level. So it was like, okay, none of my friends is humping, so I'm good, but like we know other people that were, so I kind of felt I was still aligned with what I was supposed to be doing developmentally. So, I mean, for me, it was all right. But, like, just to kind of know on the outskirts, I was like, damn, like, she really doing that? Or that summer transitioning into 9th grade was kind of wild. You know, just like, damn.
It was wild.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all doing what? Like, you know, but I don't know. And it's weird. Like, you assume, like, all the guys are humping. But in reality, like, all of them probably wasn't. Like, niggas was acting like they was humping. But meanwhile, they probably.
We found that out later.
Yeah, they didn't start humping until, like, high school and shit. Like, they was grown. They was like, damn, I thought you been fucking like, nah.
Like, I think I didn't even have my first kiss until I was like 14. And I'm talking about the summer of 14, like going into 15. Like I was super, I want to say closed off. And I kind of thank my brothers for that, because I was just not.
Because they whip your ass?
I was scared. Hell yeah.
That's the only reason.
I wasn't doing none of that. I personally, look, I'll put myself out there because I'm gonna ask y'all next anyway. I literally did not even like lose my virginity until I was 19.
Well, I wasn't 19, but it was definitely high school.
You know what I didn't even think about? Like, we were so excited to even like somebody, or
it was
to
like
kiss
new.
them or touch
couldn't
them
wait
or
to tell your
anything like
friend.
that. And then like the guy that I had first kissed, I was like in 6th grade. And then 9th grade, he ended up getting like mono.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people
that was a big deal at that time.
At a young kid.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, as a young kid, like you don't even think about like STDs or like anything like that's really important when it comes to touching somebody, because you just like them and you just want to feel them or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So
I broke up with my 5th grade girlfriend because my mom told me, because the girl I was dating was white. And my mom told me, she was like, if you kiss a white girl, y'all spit don't match, so you're going to get a disease in your mouth.
And your face dead ass serious.
Very
I cannot.
Bro, like, I broke up. She was so shocked because we was doing good, bro. And she,
like my mama said, I'm gonna get something, and I can't even.
Why she do that?
That is hilarious.
See, what do y'all think influenced y'all decision to not even like have sex? Young? Oh wait, time out, Trevor. You ain't slipping through no cracks, bruh. How old was you when you?
Oh, how old was that when I lost my virginity?
Yes,
I was 17. I was late. I feel like I was super late, honestly. I feel like
that's like average, but like
it probably is average though.
For like people own like, okay, for what society thinks that the guys are out here doing, it seems late, but in reality, I know for a fact dudes really out here fucking like that. Like,
well, it was just I think it was just because of like the kind of the people I hung out with. I feel like everybody had been fucking before I lost mine, and I was 17, but that was after high school. So I graduated high school at 17. So.
We're gonna clap it up for Trevor one time for waiting until he got out of high school.
He like, no, we're not celebrating that.
Nah, we're gonna celebrate that because Brad lost his when he was 7. Like
7? Am I the only? So am I the only one that lost it after high school?
No, I did too. 19.
Oh yeah, 19. 19.
Well, sorry that I was fast and felt like
Derrick, Tassie, Nicole.
No, I was 16.
I got some fun facts for y'all.
Yeah.
16.
I was a freshman in college.
Derrick, get a class too, dog.
Go ahead, Derrick. He was like, I was a.
Hey,
Freshman college, okay.
I was
No, to be honest, I
college.
wish I had like waited though. Like honestly, like I really do. I just feel like I don't know, like it was too early. And I didn't even really understand the purpose. It was just like doing some shit because, you know, like it wasn't like I hella enjoyed it or like me and that person was gonna be together or like no crazy shit like that. It was just like, oh, I like you, like you trying to touch, you trying to fuck, like you know, like it was just like nothing deep.
What do you think influenced that behavior for kids to start even losing it?
Because they feel
even
like
peer pressure.
Oh, there's so
other
many.
people were doing it, so they felt like they needed to keep up with what other people were doing.
I feel like that was definitely for me.
Movies. So we had social media like that. People don't understand how much of a big deal it was, but we grew up in the rise of social media. Yeah. So like when we saw MySpace posts or like who was on who's top 8, who was dating who's at these parties, like
who was hugged up with who.
Hugged up. Remember, we used to have notes, like
dude,
like,
we got boxes full of notes.
Boxes full of notes and stories.
I
like
still have those boxes
peer
to this day.
On level 10, like it's not regular peer pressure for us. Like it's like instant messaging, but physically, like you're like everyone's information was going.
And you always and as a dude, you never wanted to be the one that was like whack at it. So you wanted to get as much practice in as you could. So when you do get a girl that you finally like, you can literally put that shit down and she like, oh, you know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't want to be that nigga like, yeah, nah, that nigga can't fuck.
He can't fuck.
Like, you don't want that reputation. Like nobody wanted that reputation. So for me, I was just like, you know what? I ain't even gonna put myself out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go ahead.
I know I'm not ready.
I'm gonna let the mystery be known. Can Derrick fuck? Can he fuck? Nobody
knows.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I could boast around about, you know, I could lie about the times I had sex or blah blah blah. Nobody gonna be able to fact check it. So you know, it is what it is.
I mean, maybe now. At first, it was just like, anybody know anything about these niggas? But the fact now to growing up and not being able to like know for sure anything, I think it's refreshing. But I don't think people these days will appreciate that, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. I have some fun facts to read really quick if you guys wanted to hear them.
Sure, go ahead.
Yep. So is it personal facts or is it like just
No. I got this off an actual article.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to hear your guys's perspective. So, does everyone know that men have a G-spot?
Yes. I've heard that.
Yes.
Men have an area on their body similar to the sought-after female G-spot, which when stimulated can cause extreme pleasure. The area is known as the prostate and located right under his bladder. Cosmetologists report. It can be reached. It can be reached by placing a finger inside of his anus and moving it in a circular motion.
No, it can't.
Fuck out of here.
I mean, that's what I heard.
That shit is not
Right, so out here getting pads, all that.
Nah. Fuck all that. See,
bro,
my
I had to mute my mic. I
head,
literally
so
I'm gonna make the argument that any sexual act that you do with a girl makes you straight. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard the same thing. Now it's different. Like if you have a man that's out here doing that shit to you, then it's gay. But if it's a female,
but if it's a girl, yeah.
It's not.
But
you just experimenting, right?
I'm not saying I agree with that, but I'm asking, what do y'all think about that?
I agree. I think if you're doing it with a woman, you experiencing your body,
right? Like that's between y'all. But if it's a man out here doing it, then it's more of a gay act.
You know what?
Hashtag pleasure.
Like I've literally had somebody tell me they want me to put
anal, you do,
and I just wouldn't do it. I'm not here for it at all. Like,
Janet, what did you say? You and Nicole was talking at the same time.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I didn't mean to cut you off. I've literally had a guy tell me like he likes that and he wants me to do it to him. I'm not here for it. Nope. I don't care. Guy,
okay,
female, not doing it. I am not doing it. No, I that's disrespectful.
So to like
whatever.
For me, like how do you like? How do you? What do you mean? What are you hard for? I've never done anything anally, so relax.
We're getting messages, and I read the message. And
okay. I thinking like, so I would never want like to make my dude feel my dude feel bad about like wanting anything like anally to be done. Like I would.
Make that nigga feel
I would make nobody feel bad.
I would.
Derrick,
I'm just saying.
I would definitely question it because ultimately, like, I feel like sometimes a lot of women aren't down. Like, as soon as they hear a guy that like wants to do anything like that, they kind of like, oh, like this nigga on some gay shit. Like, you know, like that's their first thought. But I mean, if it's only your girl doing it, then it's like, okay, it's not gay. But then at the same time, I don't know how ready I would be for a dude to be like telling me to be like, yo, like try some shit. I'm gonna be like, nah, cuz like, you know, I ain't with that, you know. But like, I don't know, like I've had guys obsessed with like doing like anal shit to me, and it still made me wonder. I'm like, yo, like why are you so pressed?
And I'm not here for that either. Nope.
Like I've had like
you ain't here for nothing.
Literally like
no butt play over here, bro. None.
Like dudes just like will beg me like, oh, like, so you ain't never tried this? And I'm like, no, I don't really think that'd be something that I like to experience. Like I heard it doesn't feel really, you know, I just it's not for me. And I'm like,
well,
and like, how do you know? And they're like, you should try it. Like it might feel good for you. I'm just like, I don't think so. Like based on what I know about the like, nah. And they're just like, well, like you down to try, or just like let me do this, let me spin it. And I'm just like, nah,
I'm rolling.
like I just don't think that. I'm like, yo, like, can you just like stop obsessing over my ass? Like,
let me spin in it. Let me spin in it.
Yeah.
Nigga said, let me spin in it.
Yeah, like I'm just like I'm like, nah, dude. Like I don't. So I mean, for me, I'm not saying I would never like. I'm sure eventually I would probably try some anal shit, but like me actually trying it to a guy, no. But him trying some shit for me,
no. As a woman, you should definitely.
None of y'all have tried it before. No.
Okay, I got it like licked, but like not really like really fucked with, you know, just like a couple.
Are you talking about like anything done to me or to a guy?
Not to you, like as a girl
like
or Derrick.
That I've gone is the finger, and that's where it's staying. I'm not doing nothing.
All right. So,
how open are we about to be, Derrick?
Let's be clear. I want to make sure we're on the same page now.
Wait, babe, you make the decisions.
Derrick got to quiet. I'm not going to quiet. I don't know
because I don't care. I'm ready to go.
But I'll let a nigga know what's good. Like, go ahead, G.
So recently, about a week or two ago, was it a week? Was it a week or two? Was it 2?
No, it was about a week ago.
It was
about a week ago.
Yeah,
it was like last week.
We was just chilling on the couch.
And I was like, yo, like
I forgot what the fuck we was watching. We was Netflix and chilling.
Netflix and chilling.
Shout out to Netflix and chill.
And you know, the way I like to, you know, lay on top of you, I like to put my manhood right between the cheeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a puzzle piece. Like
okay, like that's where it's supposed to go.
And yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I pushed up on her. You know what I'm saying? Not to do nothing, but just to get comfortable. And she made a noise that I liked. So I was
yeah, that's a wrap.
Go ahead.
You know, let me go ahead and see what that be like.
That's how it go.
So you know, as I'm positioning myself, it's in that area, and she just like go. I'm just like,
you sure? Is you giving me the green light?
Yeah, just go. So I'm like, I bet, and we spent the better part of 15, 20 minutes trying to get me in there, but
because it was a struggle at first. In the beginning, it was like,
and then I got in there a little bit to where she started to feel it, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been tried before. It's still not successful.
Okay, but it has been attempted.
Like
okay.
There.
Yeah, it's been attempted.
So Trevor, have you ever experienced anything along these lines?
My experience is like the exact same. It was one thing that I was like never down to try, and then eventually I was like, man, I'll try it one time. But it was kind of like the same experience. Like,
so did you ask to try it, or did they like tell you that they wanted you to do it?
Damn, I don't really. I think it was like we both were on the same page. Where like we both had never tried it. Or I think she had tried it like once, and it's like, she didn't really fuck with it. But she's like, I'm down to try again.
Okay.
And then I had never tried it before, so I was like, you know, I'm low key with it. So we kind of like just tried that shit, and then it didn't really work out.
It didn't work out a little better.
Got you.
Because like, look,
it's just hard. Like it doesn't fit the same. Like
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But the thing is, Nicole, I heard you say like, if a dude is pressing you about it too hard, you'll start to wonder about it. Like, why you want to do this?
I'm the presser.
Are you? But here's the thing.
It's me.
She really
I'm
is.
the one.
She really is. And I'll be like, it's gonna hurt. I don't want to hurt you. She's like, yeah, come on, just try. But
she like hurt me. I can't. No.
But yeah, Nicole. So the reason why guys will want to do it is because one, it's tight as fuck.
Yeah.
And as you know,
that's
as you know, guys like it tighter.
Yeah.
And he could finish all up in there, and you ain't getting pregnant.
Exactly.
So he ain't got to pull out.
Exactly.
So
you know what? To be honest, I've always wondered that. Can you get pregnant from the booty hole? But thanks for
no, you cannot.
You wondered that?
No.
You talking about back in the day?
No.
You talking about back in the day?
What? I swear to God,
this is an informational podcast. So if Shannon has
that
a
was
question,
legit a question. I'm glad somebody said
no facts. We not cutting down no dialogue. The answer is no. Shut up.
Yeah,
no.
but you can't. Woman can't get pregnant. Woman can't get pregnant there. That's why
it's a fun place to go.
That's why a lot of guys prefer to do it because
those are two important factors. Yeah,
very important factors. I don't think that I'm not necessarily opposed, but I mean, in the past, I've just kind of been like, nah. And then like the person I've been with wasn't probably maybe a person I really want to like explore that shit with.
Give your part of your body that. Yeah.
And plus, if they play with that area correctly, it's a turn on. Like, I mean, for me, like it's not just them putting something inside you, like in that specific area. Like for me, it was like nipples. Like you can get like erected, like you just like, oh, this is a good spot.
But see, like I don't know that hasn't happened though. Like, I just feel like somebody might not really even know what they're doing, and they just trying to try some shit. Like neither one of us even explored that area before, And I mean, if they barely even like playing with what they supposed to be playing with correctly, like what makes me think they gonna really like play with the anal area correctly,
So Nicole, she grade motherfuckers.
Nah, man, I'm report on niggas. Yeah. Not like that, but I mean, like
Nicole is like if you're not an 8, if you're not an 8 or higher,
I'm not like that.
If you an 8 here, you're gonna be about like a 5.
Sometimes like people just don't follow directions. Is all I'm saying. Like niggas, sometimes y'all just have a habit of not listening, and I just don't know if y'all can't hear very well, or y'all just don't comprehend. I don't really know, and it's just not.
You know what? I'm a speaker. It's always the possibility of you liking it 2 seconds later. So that's probably what it is. Like 2 seconds. Like I may be fucking up right here, but what if I move it right here? There it is right there. I bet.
And you know what? And that's a lot of times. That's why I kind of like go with the flow a lot of times because I never know. I might come up on some shit I like, and I'm like, "Ooh, hold on now, all right."
Like you didn't even know.
That's what I
you didn't even know that you like.
You gotta explore. Yeah,
exactly. So like, I'm down with going with the flow and like exploring shit like that.
But as far as like pain, like if it hurt, like if it's hurting you,
if it's excruciating, then like hell no.
Yeah, you gotta listen to your body.
I'm not fucking like that nigga off of 50 Shades of Grey. You fucking torturing.
Yeah, like no, that don't.
Okay, so nobody fucks with the BDSM in here.
It's not that we don't really fuck with it, but I haven't experienced too much BDSM, so I can't really say I do not fuck with it. But I am down to explore
full control. I don't think I'm
areas of BDSM. Full control, you not down for? Like you don't think you could be a full submissive?
What is that?
Like, I couldn't be a full submissive. No.
A submissive is when like there's a dominant and there's a submissive.
It's like the 50 Shades. It's like the 50 Shades of
Grey, like in real life.
Wait, but you said a full submissive, like as if that's like a
like a slave,
like a slave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so
like a slave,
and I'm using it kind of in the context of what I know. Full submissive means like you can be fully, completely dominated. In my context, I don't know if I'm
right. That sounds right.
Yeah, that's
okay. Well, that's just regular.
Yeah. For me, I couldn't do it. Like if I had to have a contract and everything like that, like legit, this shit would have to be like maybe 25%.
What is a safe word?
What is it?
You're supposed to have a safe word.
Normally that's a safe word.
It's very often for me because I'm like immediately, huh?
I think that's healthy though. I think safe words are healthy though. Like. Well, depending on how crazy you get during sex, so I think it's definitely good though because it's like communication.
Yeah, fact.
Are you?
Did y'all know that oral sex can make a penis longer?
Wait, hold on, wait, Nicole, ask the question. What happened? Again? Because you had a question in there. You had a question in there that you had to
What's
ask
the question, Nicole?
I don't think
Nobody
anybody
got that. But Derrick, you minded my fucking business tonight, ain't you?
Yeah, right?
Hey,
Yeah, holler at her.
hey,
Shout her
look,
out.
I got
What's
you. I got
going
you
on?
back.
Man,
You know,
no,
I got
I
you
was
back.
trying to see if
I got you back.
y'all two, you know, as men, are y'all into BDSM and what side of the spectrum are you on?
That's deep.
Not too deep into it to where a motherfucker gotta wear a mask when just the mouth is open
Okay.
and shit all like
Okay.
that. Like not like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like, you know, me, I like knowing that you have no control over your body.
Okay, so you like to be dominant
while I'm doing what I'm doing to you. But not too dominant to where, like, I don't want to hurt you. Like, I'm not hurting you. Like, I'm not fucking peeling your fucking toenail
Okay.
back.
So you're not really with
fucking
the
doing all that dumb shit.
Okay. I mean, so you're not a sadist. I should say you're not a sadist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for instance, like if I know that you like something and you like it to a certain degree, you know, I like knowing the fact that you have no say so, you have no control over
just weak.
When I stop, like I have control over your
body shut down.
You know what I'm saying? But not too deep. But not too
Relax,
deep, like it's where like no nigga, like chill,
yeah,
you know,
just to like assert dominance type shit. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, like a certain dominance, like you know, I control basically your body.
Got it. So
yeah, I was about to say, I feel like girls really love that.
Yeah, I already told her to relax once. Like relax, yes, calm down. So Trevor, you pretty much on the same page, like you know, dominant. You like to be on the dominant side, but not extreme.
Yeah, like I'm not really. I can never really fuck with like the chains and the leather outfits and shit. Like
that. Yeah, see, no, that's white people.
Yeah, right. The rotating thing where they tie you up on the wall.
They tie you up on that.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So like you on a stake. Exactly.
Yeah, on a stake. Yeah, I don't think I'm fucking with all that. But.
I feel like that's more for people that's like trying to put a like the fire in their marriage.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like that's
30.
Yeah,
it's starting to get boring.
Yeah,
you get that little ball gag in your mouth. Like, no, that's much.
Yeah, like you don't never really see young couples doing it. It's always the older people, you know, that's doing shit like
40-year-old white women that work in accounting and on the low, she really dominates.
Right. You know, that need them cobwebs wiped up out of
Would y'all ever be submissives?
Nah, I don't. Well, I don't know.
Like, no.
So I feel like I don't know because sometimes it is kind of fire when a girl takes control.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I could be submissive.
Like that.
Though.
Yeah, like that.
Like I don't know about.
But full submissive, like no, you're not tying me up.
Oh, so you're not down with being tied up?
Nah, I'm not.
I would let a girl tie me to a chair and give me head.
Not like that.
You can fuck with that.
Yeah, like that.
But not anything
else.
That's
basic.
Like she can tie you up,
but not like tied to the bed to where I can't do nothing else.
I don't know about that.
Women will tie your ass
and
up
leave
and talk
your
about
ass.
something.
Lecture your ass.
The password to your phone.
Right. Doing all of that.
I got a list of things we need to talk about since
man.
Like
while we here, while I got your full undivided attention, let's get into this.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Like certain positions I like, for the girl to take over and do her thing, but and there's gonna be some point where I'm gonna want to take over at some point before my finishing move.
Got
you know what I'm saying? Because every nigga got to finish the move. Every nigga got to finish the move.
That's why we got a kid now.
Every nigga got to finish the move.
He said, "I got a kid now." That's how you.
That's why we got a kid now.
Finish them.
That finishing move is like it's like you're in the groove and it's gonna feel a lot better. It's going.
That's when it's time to show off.
So some dude. Yeah, exactly. Show off your skills. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but do y'all switch it up though? Do y'all do the same exact thing every single time? Like, is it routine? Like, will Tassie know? Like, okay, he about to pull out.
Never.
Okay.
No, she'll know. She'll know like when I'm about to get there, but she don't know if I'm gonna get there by letting her do it or
if you gonna do it
take
yourself.
over and perform my finishing move.
But I feel like that's a smart thing to do because if
you gotta switch it up.
Let your girl know be able to predict what you're gonna do and she's gonna get bored, bro.
Because that becomes a turn off at that point.
Routine. It's like, damn, okay.
5 minutes here.
Man, let me turn over real quick. All right, he gonna ask me to like.
Nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. This. I'll be some shit like, all right, pull up to the computer desk and sit down. You gonna ride me while you playing solitaire. Some shit like that.
Yeah. You gotta keep that shit fun.
Why you?
Wild.
Wait.
Derrick, did you learn these behaviors like before or after you met Tassie? I want to know.
But here's the thing.
That's a good question.
These behaviors were always in me. Like Tassie didn't teach me none of this. I just finally had somebody to trial and shit with. Like,
so they were suppressed.
So where I was like,
when you met her,
exactly. It was like I've been because my parents are very, very conservative.
Can I tell one story? Because I don't know.
I'm here for the story.
I don't know. Okay.
What's the story you're trying to tell?
He's like, we need to debrief real quick.
Eden Princess.
Oh yeah. So when me and Tati first got together, I was before we even got together, we was just talking on the phone, and one of the conversations that came up was like, eating this goodie down there, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that because at some point, you let another nigga stick his dick up in there, so I'm not finna just eat the rest of that nigga's like fucking leftovers. Like I'm not doing it. And Tasi was a rider with me because even when we got together, she knew that I wasn't going to, and she was still gonna be with me.
Right.
So
I
was about to sacrifice.
Yeah, right. She was. So I went up there. I flew up to. I got up to LA one time, and you know what I'm saying, we had got into it. So while we in it, I just pull out and I go down there and I just start, I just start
eating it, just devouring it.
Wait, so had y'all been together at this point?
Right.
And the
y'all
cookie had a lot of chocolate chips, and I was shocked because he was like, we had this conversation. Like he was like, I'm not the cookie eater. Like I don't do that. And then like we was in it, and he was just like down there, and I was like, what are you doing?
He
was like, girl, just relax. I was like,
I got this.
And so yeah.
Trevor, you know what I've learned?
Oh wait, I didn't hear what you said, bro.
Oh yeah, he said he actually was y'all together at this time, like deep.
Yes, we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, we was together. We had just got together. I think it was like a month or two after we had got together because she was still living in LA and I was still living in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And so,
I think that was the last. Oh shit, Tassie, I don't think I left home. I think that was when
you never left. After you ate the cookie, you never went back home.
You say you'll never eat pussy.
And was like,
he said he would never, and then he ate and was like, I'm gonna eat for the rest of my life.
That's what I find like the most interesting. It's always the guys who say they'll never eat it, or they haven't done it, or they're not that good at it, or they don't like it, and they be the ones to change your fucking life. Yeah. Like I don't know why y'all front like that. Like, no, I'm not really into that. And then boom, next they like sit on my face.
Like, no, he don't do no simple ass like. I don't want to put him on blast. Like
you don't think it's a front, Trevor?
Like he be like eating it like buffet, like Golden Corral.
Back.
He be like, this is gonna be, I'm gonna take the whole motherfucking soul.
Trying to get your friend, please. Yo, I can't say nothing. I'm intrigued by what she said. I'm sorry. No, I get it. So Trevor, what you saying is that when guys usually say that, it's usually not a front. Are y'all just trying to downplay y'all skill, or like? I mean, I'm trying to help you understand. Like, do you not want to think you're that good at it, or?
I really think the point Derrick made is really valid for a lot of dudes. Like, I think a lot of dudes just don't eat pussy like that, and I think they're serious though. Like, I don't think they're fronting, like trying to just be mysterious and nothing like that. I think niggas really don't plan on doing it like ever.
You with other dudes, but y'all like
I'm sorry. Yeah, but like it's exactly like y'all stick y'all dicks in every fucking body and then y'all want us to suck it.
They never make it fair. You know that.
It's never like fair. Never.
It's like cheating. If a man cheats,
that is true.
I'm so sorry, but let a woman cheat. Oh my God.
But that is true. But here's the thing though. Women not gonna leave their man because they don't eat their pussy though.
But you gonna leave your girl if she don't suck dick?
That's why men think like that. I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that it's right. But women are willing she's willing to make that sacrifice.
So you think are you on the same page, Trevor? You would leave your girl if she didn't give head? Or would she be your girl if she didn't give head?
I don't think he
would y'all even be together?
He was like, here's the question. Do you think more women have to be willing to leave if they don't?
I think women should be, but I don't think that's the case. I don't know.
Okay, but like that wouldn't bother you because you're not a big head person.
Yeah, so it wouldn't really bother me that much.
I'm so sorry about that.
But if it was like never, like it'd be like, damn.
Like not even once in a while. Not even on my birthday. Shit, come on.
Surprise me at the movies or something like that.
Right. Okay.
No, ladies, the rule is you're supposed to be choking and dying if you giving oral sex to your man, boyfriend, husband. Like
if you ain't got tears in your eyes, you ain't doing it right. Is what I heard.
You ain't doing it right. Okay. Spit on it, sloppy, disgusting. Like you. That's the one time manners ain't possible.
Listen,
okay, ladies.
See, and that might be the reason why I'm not a head person because
I have no fucking manners.
Wait, hold on, time out.
Not one manner.
We gonna get back to Nicole. We really go back. What did you say, Trevor? Hold on, no.
Bro, I'm saying like not every girl knows that. Like that's not common knowledge.
This
so
is
a lot of
what
girls
we're
give like a dry head, and it's like,
see that.
Dry head feel like jacking off,
right?
Like,
It's the same.
It's like starting a fire, you know.
You gonna burn my ass.
Yes, I don't even.
I mean, not dry. I mean, it's like I mean, it's a mouth, but
it's
you know,
moist, but it's not really like sloppy.
But she ain't slobbering on dick. Like that's a problem.
The spit ain't hanging from it.
That's how you when you know it's sloppy when your ass is wet.
Yo, you got like a little puddle just forming right on. Yeah.
Oh, bunch
right.
of slobbing
Hey,
down
nigga
your
get up,
crack.
nigga get up to go get the towel, walking around with
he
spit all
gotta
between his
unstick
cheeks
his
and
legs.
shit.
I just
Shit.
I'm dying. And then as one, I'm okay. So look, I'm gonna out myself right now.
Oh shit!
You sure about this?
I'm positive.
Let's turn the volume up real quick.
Shannon, let the listeners know.
We need to hear this.
There's always a different perspective on the subject.
Go ahead.
So look, I'm one of them people where I was like, I'm never giving head, like ever, like never giving head. Don't want to do it. It's not for me. Like I just can't wrap my head around it. This and the third. Like I legit started giving head like this year. No lie.
It's all right. You know, everyone's sexual preference levels come at when they come. Like you can't rush it because of society. Like, as you as a person have to feel
comfortable with what you do
and comfortable when you ready to, like, you know.
I have very good instructors.
Shout out to your instructors.
You're welcome. No, Bradley, you're welcome.
Right. Yeah. He the one need to be thanking us.
Nobody like. This the thing, like girls can go around and like give advice about how to get head. I'm not finna tell my nigga how to eat pussy. Like I'm not really finna get down there and tell you like, dog,
had that conversation.
Here's how you got to do it. Like
you have had that conversation with a dude. You said
no. Why not? Because it's like one of the things. Like it's kind of like it's not.
They want to brag about what they doing.
It's not even about that. It's kind of like one of the things. Like if you don't have it, then shit, nigga, I ain't.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not. It is what it is. It's like one of those badges of honor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things. Like if your man's got problems, you know, making this girl nut, or he ain't blessed down there like you are. Well, shit, nigga, that's what you gotta handle.
Oh, so that's not your business, is what you're saying.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You could tell me all about you, like, man,
and you gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. That's all bad, dog.
Right. Yeah, that's like, well,
that's wild, boy. Damn, that's like that.
Yeah, I'm not really finna get out here and get into specifics with you and talking about.
That's why women are better friends. I'm gonna let my friend know. Look, you ain't sucking that nigga like you need to be sucking it. Let me tell you what you need to do. Like I'm gonna let her know.
And that's okay.
Because why? Because I'm a woman.
Derrick, you about to get yourself in
what did he say?
Yes.
That's exactly why.
It's easier for women to have that conversation because y'all are more open.
Yeah,
than
that's just a fact. We don't have those conversations.
Exactly. We're not finna talk about you know shit like that. Like I ain't trying to teach nobody else. If you ain't got it, you got to get it the same way I got it. You can't get it that way.
Just figure it out.
You just not blessed like that.
You just not like that.
You're not the one like that.
And niggas don't even want to. Niggas don't admit that they bad at eating pussy anyways. Like,
no, they don't. Hell no. Niggas be running.
They be lying.
But niggas don't even know. Y'all gotta let them know. Y'all gotta let them know if they bad.
No, we be trying to let them know, but y'all don't be hearing us. We be trying sometimes, and y'all just don't.
We doing it like
but subtly. We don't be like, you know what, that's really bad. Like I think you suck. You know, we don't do nothing like that. But we be trying to tell you like, okay,
women are your hype men.
Put your head here.
Because look, when I first started doing it, I wasn't that great at it. Like it literally took me some time to get to the point to where I was just like, okay, I got this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like,
I'm
why
back.
you got yourself on a
What what did I miss?
That nigga hopped in at the perfect part of the conversation too. He hopped in on this.
What I missed?
I don't know. See,
Wow.
no, my first time, like, I was fucking great. Like, coming out the gate, bro. Like, I was superb.
Hold on.
I don't know. It's iffy.
We're talking about
head. Giving head.
Oh, hey.
Say.
You hear me? It's in me, okay? Like, I don't know. DNA. Like, I don't know why, but like.
You look like you got them goddamn dick sucking lips, girl. You look like you just.
Don't do my friend like that. Don't do that.
But like you be wrong.
To keep it G, like I don't know why, but like I've had like multiple dudes tell me like you look like you got a good mouth. Like homies like from school, like they're just like they've mentioned shit like that, and I'm just like bro, like why are you looking at my mouth like that? Like we
Why are you in my
mouth? Like why you think about that? But like we friends, but like no, bro. Like, and I didn't even have no tongue ring at this time, like none of that. But like dudes have told me like you look like I don't know, but like I looked at you back then, and I swear you probably got some good mouth. And like at the time I was like, nah, man.
All that means is all that means is he thought about you, topping him off at that point. At some point,
and it's weird because it would be the homie, and I'm just like, no, like
no. Hey, look, that's why I feel like it's.
It don't matter. Like your boy will try you.
It's very few dudes that are really your homies, and they won't try you.
He will. That's why it's hard. That's why it's hard for opposite sexes to be just friends. Because especially for dudes, if you look good, if you fine, or if you got some kind of attraction that he like, that's why he your friend. Because there's something about you that he like. And, he gonna try you at least once or twice.
Man, I was surprised the first time I had a homie try me, and I was like, what? I could, like, my heart was hurt. I couldn't even believe it. I thought we
do that shit on purpose, like on some weird shit.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I thought this nigga was my boy, and I've been telling everybody from now on, like, nah, we just strictly friends, and I hear this nigga go trying me. Now I feel like, fuck, like, this not even
portrayed you bamboozled.
Is that bamboozled?
Bro, that's some weird shit. Some dudes really will just be friends with girls just to wait for like an opportunity.
That's what I was opportunity.
Just to wait for an opportunity.
Yeah, like
damn right.
Y'all niggas are sick. Okay.
So Brad, how many of your female friends, quote unquote, have you tried?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying.
He took a whole deep breath.
But think about it is like I sit there and try, but then I sit there and be like, you know what? I ain't finna go fully through with this shit. I push it out because I'm like, look her, because then I don't want to hit, then they get attached, and because I gotta run this game on them. I ain't got time to be doing all that shit. Like, nah,
it's too much.
It's too much work. Because no. I'm gonna just go ahead.
So then, will you just not make women your friends? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty motherfucker.
That's not.
No. I'm still gonna have homegirls, but I'm gonna draw the line. Like, look here, I gotta get ugly ass homegirls. Like, pretty much like that.
Get some. Trevor, have you tried any of your homegirls?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I did not expect.
But that's never. But I'm gonna be honest though. But I never. I really do.
Hell yeah, I tried.
I'm gonna keep it real. I do have homegirls though that I've never tried, like for real.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Have homegirls tried you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Did you go through with it, or did you like turn her down?
The thing is that like girls are never direct with it. Like it's always super.
Y'all want to play a scavenger hunt? Just tell them you want some dick.
It's a game.
Like come out.
Like what? I gotta solve riddles. It's clues.
Like girls want to send like.
Nigga said I gotta solve.
Girls want to send motherfucking Snapchat holding their titties and shit. Then when you talk about it, I'm not talking about that. What?
Yeah, like
I ain't got time for that.
Yo, that's crazy.
That signals.
I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never tried no homeboy like
that. Never. So y'all have never had a homeboy that's like, if he tried me, I'll be with it.
Oh, I do have a homeboy that if he tried me, I'll be with it. But I've never like been in a situation where a homeboy has tried me and I've been down like or felt the same way, or I've never like thrown it at a homeboy and he's like received it or like denied it either.
I think maybe one. Just more.
My homeboy got pregnant. Well, I got pregnant.
Oh, by your homeboy. Right.
I've been friends with this guy for since we was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so y'all was cool first.
Yeah,
y'all was just friends.
Yeah.
Yes. And
I definitely tried one of my homegirls.
And now our daughter will be 7 soon.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't want to timestamp this recording.
I successfully.
He definitely did.
At some point, you got
y'all was cool first.
Wait, look, no, let me tell the story. Can I tell the story?
Go ahead.
So Bradley tried to have sex with me first, and I shut him down. He was like very open, very direct. Like, I just want to fuck, like, and I was like, well, I'm not about that, so we shouldn't talk. Like,
you know, right.
He was like,
I ain't.
He was like, okay, we could be cool, and then so we just kind of casually talked every once in a while, and then he got into a relationship, I got into a relationship, so we kind of just fell off, and then I think almost 2.5 years later, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote something on Instagram, and I I responded to what he said, and then he shot his shot right then and there. But he didn't like shoot it to where he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to have sex." Like he kept engaging in conversation with me, and he worked his way up to it.
Oh shit, Bradley went to work.
Hey, bro, ain't nothing better than a working your way up feeling to finally getting your goal. That shit.
I was just reeling her in, and when I got that bait, I was like, "Come here, get your ass over here," and I got it.
She ain't fishing now.
Hey,
he done got the fishing pole.
As soon as I got,
That's
she
what it
didn't
is,
look
man.
real. Play that little shy game on NSFW. You goddamn freak your ass over. You know you want it. Well, let you know she want to get your ass over here.
Bradley was legit the first person that
always the shy.
No, it's not even like that. Bradley is the first person that I was talking about with the head situation. Bradley is the person that the head situation has occurred with.
Yeah.
You know, I remember my first time sucking dick. I was actually proud to tell my friends. Like, I was pretty good at, like, I was like, yo, like, I had to tell somebody. I was like, y'all, guess what? Like, I just did this, and that shit was fire. He said this. You know, they was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a question. My bad. I got a question for all the girls. Like,
oh shit,
what about giving head that makes you want to do it again, or like, what joy did you get out of it? Because it literally almost does nothing for y'all. Like, pleasure.
No, it actually.
Like,
we love pause. I'm not gonna say that because for me personally, like, I be hella wet when I give head, so it does something.
It excites me.
The reaction.
But it's like we love seeing y'all weak for one.
But what I'm saying
is,
what part of that gets you ready to where it's like, shit, like, I'm, you know, you really.
Oh
like,
my
like,
gosh,
like you
this
said,
nigga
wet.
love the shit that I'm
Like,
doing to him. I'm about to fuck him up.
Exactly. The reaction.
It's
all the fact that I literally like. It's like I own you during that moment. Like whatever is
so it's a dominant thing.
I'm in control.
Okay.
I'm
Just
dominant. Everything.
Mine is just the reaction.
Like you belong to me, my nigga.
Like, okay, look, for example, me personally, I know how I learn. I learn by listening. So if I can hear that you moaning and I know you excited, I'm excited. Like, it's a reaction to your reaction. Like,
exactly. So the more that you enjoy it, the more I'm enjoying it. So like,
I just know what the fuck
it's making me wetter.
Like, I know the things I need to do to get you where you need to be. You about to love this shit, and then I'm about to put that ass on level 2. Like, it's about Mario on this bitch.
Right.
Level 1,
yo,
going to level 2.
Listen,
like,
I'm trying to let you know, okay? No games. Y'all laughing, but I ain't playing. This ain't no joke.
I'm not playing. This shit is for real. We about to rescue Princess Peach.
All right, true that.
So the whole premise of this episode was to discuss our adolescent sexual experiences. We wanted to highlight how our sexual experiences as kids have influenced us as adults and pretty much influenced our behaviors and, friendships and things like that as adolescents. And so I know, we tend to get off track, but that's okay because it makes for fun episodes. But we would like to continue the conversation, so please stay tuned for the other episodes to come in the series. Kasi, and if you have a message for the listeners, you want to go ahead?
Yes, absolutely. We talked about a lot of things, about touching or thinking about things about touching other people when we were young and then getting into teenagers. But the important thing to take from this episode is definitely having safe sex. Okay? Yes, safe sex is just all about protecting yourself or your partner. Simple things as kissing or touching or rubbing up on each other, inserting certain things inside of another person can develop certain diseases. So you can go, of course, to, plannedparenthood.com. You can go check out WebMD on Google or anything like that, just to research a little bit more on what you're doing, because we want you guys to be safe out there. Do some research and protect yourselves, not just yourself, but you and your partner, okay?
For any forms of contraception, please look to your local doctors or clinics. Also, if you have any questions about any contraceptives, feel free to email us at mindsthatmatter587@gmail.com. Well, if you guys like the content we're bringing, help us by continuing the conversation. Comment in the descriptions below. Let us know what you guys have any questions on, or if you guys want to provide us with any topics, feel free to throw some ideas at us. Do us a favor and join us on all social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to the podcast content on SoundCloud, Apple, and YouTube. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit us up, and we are
Minds That Matter. Peace, y'all.